as well as the Supreme Court. All right, viewers, we are shifting our focus. A big breaking news coming in, and the jet which was stranded in Kerala looks like that jet is finally taking off. You have those visuals also coming in at the moment. This is a big news coming in. This is after a long grounded, over a month-long grounding. UK's F-35, that jet is finally taking off from Kerala, from the airport there. It's taking off after approximately 37 days. Remember, it had been stranded there since June 14. So that's the latest coming in, and those are the visuals also coming in of that jet taking off. Big news coming in at the moment. The Kerala jet taking off. It was stuck in India, finally taking off today. Arpita is joining us on the broadcast. Arpita, over to you. This particular jet, the UK fighter jet, which was stuck in India for weeks altogether, finally taking off today.
Now, finally, after a month, UK fighter jet F-35B has taken off from Thiruvananthapuram Airport. Now, remember, the flight had landed at Thiruvananthapuram on June 14th. After a month's time, over a month's time, now finally the jet has taken off. You can see that it is taking off right now. You can see the visuals right now. It is taking off from Thiruvananthapuram Airport. So now remember, the technicians who had arrived in India on July 6th, they're still in Kerala. They will only go tomorrow, is what is being said. In fact, this jet has now taken over, you can see the jet going.
Yes, and we can hear obviously that sound also, Arpita, behind you, and we can see viewers on our screens as well. That jet taking off, a state-of-the-art British fighter jet, which had been stuck at Kerala for about 5 weeks, finally flying out today, and that's the latest coming in. This particular jet, as my colleague was also saying, had landed on 14th June at the Thiruvananthapuram airport, and now, it had been there stranded. It had developed a technical snag, and that prolonged presence on Indian soil, in Kerala also had sparked a lot of curiosity. It raised a lot of questions, about why and how such a modern aircraft, it was stranded for such a long duration, and finally, it's taking off. That obviously had grabbed national headlines here as well. Rishabh joining us on the phone line. Rishabh, UK's F-35B jet, which was stranded in Kerala for over a month, 37 days to be precise, finally flying out today. Take us through the visuals coming in, where it's headed next.
Well, definitely the visuals, much awaited visuals coming in. A sigh of relief for United Kingdom's Royal Navy as well, that their fifth generation aircraft, a modern day aircraft, is finally flying out. 37 days it was stranded in at the Thiruvananthapuram airport. Initially the pilot thought that this is for an hour to a maximum a day, and he decided that he will sit by the aircraft itself. He will not leave the aircraft alone. He demanded a chair to sit there, which was provided. But sooner we realized that this is not going to get done in an hour, 2, or a day or so. 37 days for that matter. It is flying out. 14th of June, it made an emergency landing at Thiruvananthapuram. Since then, 3 teams came in. The first team from the Royal Navy, that was on HMS Prince of Wales, that could not get this bird flying. Then came a specialized team from UK as well of the Royal Navy. They also failed to get this bird flying. And finally, a 21-member team came in. And they came in with this plan that if they are unable to make this bird fly, they will actually dismantle it, put it in a Glowmaster, and take it back to the United Kingdom.
It's a significant development, as you rightly said. Much awaited visuals finally in. Praful Bakshi also on the phone line with us. Morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. On Times Now, what will you say, sir, about the latest visuals coming in? Just as my colleague was telling us, much awaited visuals, the stranded jet finally taking off from Kerala.
Absolutely right, because after all, the aircraft had landed here, and Indian government had its own reservation. Indian security had its own reservation. They did the thorough checkup of the aircraft, and whatever their findings are, they have kept it secret at the moment. They don't want to make it public, and nobody advised them to do that. So, but question is, the international relations, have to be maintained properly. Even if you capture a spy or something, you have to release So the aircraft is being released after a thorough checkup. And United Kingdom and America both have realized that they cannot take India for granted. India has done what it required. Our people did a thorough checkup of all the intelligence circuitry, whichever was there, and they ascertained that there was no problem in the aircraft. So that was quite a smack on the face of the intruder. But whatever the case may be, the world has realized, and especially powers like Great Britain and all, who thought probably India is still a colonial state. But, their attitude has absolutely changed, and they suddenly realized that they cannot, get what they want out here. So they had to eat a humble pie. They have now come, they have requested, they have got their aircraft tested. Probably it's stayed for a couple of, considerable stay. It's going back now. I personally feel that's a good sign that we have given them a lesson. They have learned the lesson. And I personally feel we should not make any more any more news about it, because the matter is done. Whatever there is now, it should be done secretly, and we should not talk about it. Because whatever there is, we have to take action. We will take action, but we don't have to, publicize it.
Right, but also, sir, as you rightly said, it did raise a lot of speculations, and a lot of questions also remain a lot of question marks as to how such a, modern aircraft could be stranded in Kerala for days. It's also leaving the country after about 37 days, sir?
Yes, that is right. Over a month. The question is, any aircraft can develop problems. They have developed a problem, and their main embarrassment was that India has seen through their game. And that is what their main embarrassment is. And you see, when these advanced circuitry, aircraft and machines, when they break down, it becomes a very difficult process, because that is how they have been developed. Yeah. So enough teams have come and checked up. They did tell a lie.
What exactly happened? Those questions obviously remain. Sudhakaran also on the phone line with us. Thank you, Mr. Praful Bakshi, for joining us. Sir, good morning and thank you for joining us on Times Now. What will you say, sir, about the visuals coming in? The next destination is Australia. The standard jet finally taking off after about a month in India.
Your voice was breaking. Can you just repeat the question?
Yes, sir. The question was, what will you say, sir, about the stranded jet finally taking off? It was in India, stranded here in Kerala for about a month. It's finally taken off today. It led to a lot of speculations. Those visuals, much awaited, finally coming in, sir.
See, the F-35 as a platform right from the beginning always suffered from a lower than expected availability rates, because you must understand this is one of the aircraft of its kind, which is very, very digitally automated to a very high level, and its expected availability rates are only 50 to 55%, which means that what we are talking about is that this aircraft, faces a lot of problems, and it has very complex maintenance needs, and it has got logistical bottlenecks, because most of the components have to come out of the US, because US keeps its technology a very, very closely guarded secret. And that's why when, it is like taking a very sophisticated Rolls-Royce somewhere deep inside the village, and you can't expect a local craftsman to set it right unless and until it is actually taken back to the Rolls-Royce factories. These technologies work like that, and therefore for us to say anything about it will be just plain stupid, because we really don't understand the nature of the technology.
Speculating at the moment, but yes, obviously those much awaited visuals coming in after 37 long days of being stranded in Kerala. That fighter jet finally taking off. Thank you, sir, for joining us on Times Now. With that, it's a wrap on this bulletin. News and updates on the other side. Please don't go anywhere.